What's up, guys? Up here today, we got the S10 here, actually, before the 53. So we're going to actually work on that for a little bit until we get the 53 dug out. And I'll show you around the garage real quick. Need to make a hole for the actually 53 first. This is Bobby.
What's up, guys?
Seeing him in a lot of videos. We're going to work on a lot of stuff together here. A couple cars we got in mind and stuff like that. So I'll just take you around a quick tour of the garage real quick, show you what I could. It's not big, it's not much, just a little area here. I'll run over the, walk around the S10. We did a little work already. Couldn't get it running, so we figured out it was the pump. From this truck sat for 12 years in the field, so it had some of its issues there. But other than that, it was just a little corroded hose that stopped us, but we might as well, we changed the fuel pump anyways. But we just found another big issue. When I do the walk around, we'll show you that issue here. There's the bulk of the garage right there. These two spots are mine right here, but we're moving some stuff around. So basically, I just rent this spot, but I'm able to use the lift and stuff like that. That is the landlord slash buddy's car, the Integra, but he is not finished with it, so he doesn't really want to show anybody yet until it's all completely done. This is a job that just got finished up here. It was supposed to be a bigger build, but the owner decided to part with it. So if anybody's looking for a EG Civic, fresh paint in and out, 3-piece front end, the original white back on it, all fresh paint, auto power roll bar bolt-in, tubular front end there. This is a little light shave, nothing too crazy, not just a little bit cleanup on it. This is the engine he asked for it. It is a K20A, cleaned up, a little fresh paint on it, a little bit of gaskets here and there, and new clutch in it and stuff. So if anybody's interested, I will put a link to his page down below, and you can reach out to him on Instagram. This one's a little dull sold. This is gonna be my last customer job for a while. This is another good friend of mine. This is just engine shave on this. Another body shop had it for the last couple of years, in and out, and this is all fresh paint, but it just wasn't good enough. There was a lot of dents missed. Paint was starting to peel on it. Never saw the road, but yeah, it happens. So we'll get it fixed up. Might do a color change. Don't know yet. Right now we're just gonna get in a primer and stuff. He had the suspension all done. It's all fresh, powder coated, dusty as shit right now, but all the nice bolts and everything on it, but everything's dirty, dusty from shaving it. Nice little car. Not too bad, just like I said, just didn't clean up all the body work that needed to be done on it. There's the S10. 88. Sat in the field for the last 12 years. Good friend of mine had this. Did some paint work for him, so kind of got this in return. A couple other little things here and there. He moved. It sat behind his house in the field, like I said earlier, or the end of the winter. He moved it across the street to another field out of the back of his house, and thing fired right up with the jump box after sitting for 12 years. And then once we went to go pick it up, it did not want to start. Like I mentioned earlier, we figured it out as a fuel pump. So changed all that out. Tried getting it running just before, and the thing sat in the field. So guess what happens? Creatures decide to make homes in places, and we got a loud backfire and a little bit of a fire. That was fun, right?
Oh yeah, exhaust.
Yeah.
Let's show you guys what came out of here.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yep. Oh yeah, you got a little bit of everything there.
Let's see what's in the Cali converter.
Yep. You gotta love it. So we had to chop that off. Gave it another run. Had a really bad miss. Wasn't even running. So once I get to the front here, I'll show you what that issue was. But this will all wash off, clean off. It doesn't matter to me. Probably going to do a quick paint job on it. Just original white. I want to get all the pinstripe off. This chrome, a little bit too much for me. The truck was built in the 90s, so... I mean, this is what you expect for the late 90s style. But I'll get the guards off. We'll put a roll pan on it. New taillights you're going to put on it. Definitely need a tailgate. Don't play tennis, so I don't need that net. So...
Keep that for badminton.
Well, I could probably get good gas mileage, you know. A little spot. I started cleaning up all the chrome and the rubber, the moldings and all that came off pretty good. Started trying to take off the pinstripe, but I can't let it go, so I'm gonna have to fix it. So a little paint job, real quick, nothing crazy. Love the interior on this. I couldn't believe it. I vacuumed it and everything once I got it. It's gonna need new hinges, but man. Bench seat. Headliner's in nice shape. The carpet. This truck, the other thing too for sitting in the road in a field off the road. There's almost no rust. There's a little paint chip there, but these bed sides are solid. Little paint chip. Cab corners, solid. Rockers, solid. Cannot beat that at all. Bought some mirrors already. I didn't like the chrome mirrors. They aren't too bad. This fender, I got a new fender in the back of the bed already. Back there, so I'm going to change that out. This one was a replacement fender. This has more rot than anything, so get that out of the way. And there's the motor. 4-3 swap they did. 700R transmission. Started up, but it was rough. Then we found this plug broke off inside the head, so that's going to be the next adventure. Playing around with a couple of them. Bobby was kind of playing with them, and then a few of them seemed loose, so we might run into that issue more once we dig into it. But it's supposedly has some work, pour and polish heads, different cam, some other little things in it, so it's not a stock engine. So I might roll. I am going to roll with it actually for right now. Get it running. Maybe do a 5-speed swap on it. If we get it running pretty healthy, maybe throw a little turbo on it. I mean, similar engine to a, Cyclone. So that'd be pretty neat. There's the front end. I got new headlights too already.
Can't wait for those.
Nope. Love LED. Love LED. Front end, new grill, new bumper without the molding holes. A couple other things there. This fender is good. Everything on this side is good. Just needs to be cleaned up. There's those great mirrors. So definitely got to go low. Definitely got to go. Don't know which route to go on it yet, but we're going to be doing a lot of stuff on this. Next, we're going to actually pull the motor. So that probably is going to be the next video. Getting it prepped and pulled, and we're going to clean it up. It's got a couple leaks in the manifold. There's a little leak. If I decide to keep the automatic transmission, I got to figure out why that's leaking. He's pushing for a 5-speed, so it might go 5-speed. So see if I could find parts for that. Yeah, other than that, this is going to be the first one to play around with. He's working on getting some stuff lined up so we can follow along on some stuff that he's building. 2 wheels, 4 wheels. I don't know. We'll see which comes first. Yeah. So
2 wheels.
Yeah. So that we're gonna track that on this channel too. Everything that we do, we're probably gonna track down as long as we can get some content filmed. We'll throw it up, even if it's a couple-minute video, just so you can follow along. But just wanted to show everybody what we got going on right now. Like I said, you can't beat it. Again, this side, same thing. Those little bit of discoloration, but they're solid. Underneath, when we had it in the air, I couldn't. The original undercoat and everything was on the cab and the bed and everything. So that's the worst damage on the whole thing is this dent here. But that's nothing. Roll pan, do that next. Might do something. Well, obviously now we got to build a new exhaust, so might do something cool with that. But thanks for tuning in. Subscribe, like the video, follow along. Hopefully make this a more common thing. I can upload more. Try to get up here whenever we can to get something done on this, even if it's something small, minor. We'll get something going on. So till next time, peace.
Catch you guys later.